It's me, Henry. And right now we're at the entrance of the passageway down the Piss Creek. And we're just gonna be making our way down here. Right now it's February, so we recently had a big old storm come through, so the ponds, you can hear the pond flowing off the dam into down there, which means that the creek's probably gonna be pretty high. But we're about to find out as we go down in here. So we're just back at the entrance of Piss Creek. Just follow this pathway and that'll lead to our campsite, the classic campsite. So we're just gonna make our way down here. As you can see, there's already a bunch of water just in the middle bit flowing, and you can hear it. Oh, I almost slipped there. But as I was saying, as you can see, there's already a bunch of water just collected up in here. You can hear the pond flowing off the dam in the distance as well, which means that the creek's probably gonna be pretty high, and all the water puddles in between as well. We're probably gonna have to navigate our way around it. The last time we were down here camping together, it was pretty dried up. You know, it was so dried up that the creek was shallow, completely shallow. There wasn't a bit of water in the creek. It was so dry that we walked across the creek and we called it Piss Highway instead of Piss Creek. I mean, instead of Piss Creek, but it's definitely a creek again now, and it's definitely not dry. See, look, you can just see how much the marshes are filled up. There's that little blue thing. Last time we called it a Native American artifact. And here, I'll climb up the pond dam. See here, it's flowing. It's flowing a lot. Just draining out into this whole passageway. But I'll climb up here so you can get a look at how high the pond is. It's just constantly flowing down here around, and all those puddles down the trail into the creek. I can't wait to get down there and look at the creek. The last time I was down here was about a month ago with my dad, and the creek wasn't filled up then, but we've had so much rain lately with that storm coming through that it's definitely filled up now. Here, we'll get a view of the waterfall from the pond dam. Gotta be careful as I'm walking across here. Let's see. There goes a stick. Look at that flow. And we'll climb up to the pond here and get you a view at how high it is. See, look, it's just constantly flowing through these pipes here. I'm on a dam right now. Sun's just starting to set as well. Over yonder, across behind that first tree right there, if you keep walking on down that way, that's where our first camping trip ever was, as well as where we filmed our English project in 2020 for Romeo and Juliet. So that's a nice spot we always visit. It's right around there to remember. But see, look at this. Look how much is flowing down there. Crazy. Anyways, we're gonna start making our way down over to the campsite now, which is a really easy walk. Like I said, it's probably gonna be challenging to go around all the water that's collected up. You can already see just how much there is. Can't wait to get a look at the creek. It's definitely a creek now and not a highway, that's for sure. And in the distance, you can hear that beagle dog barking. That dog's always there barking. Even at nighttime, you can hear him. Let's see, let's make our way through here. It's like a full-on waterfall coming down. Let's see, those weren't there before. Some flags marked up before we're walking around. Almost slipped there. See, look at how much it's flowing. You can just see the stream going all the way down to the creek. We'll just make our way up. We're coming up on our first big puddle here. There's two big ones, really big now. Yeah, there's those two big puddles. Or there's even a third one down there now too, because it's been raining so much. Let's make our way down around sticks. And here, I'll walk down here. Here's our first big view of the creek. Look at that. Look how high it is. It's crazy. There she is, Piss Creek. Or Willacoochee Creek's the actual name of it. Just look at that. fill it all the way up as high as it could be. Anyways, we're going to continue on until we get down to the campsite. Look at all the marsh as well. It's all filled up within these trees, all through there. I wonder if we'll see any remnants of our last time camping down here. Probably see all the cuts Mac did on the wood and the logs and everything with a saw and his hatchet, and that we did. I'll just try to see if I can see anything. I remember this log right here. I think that's where we picked up another log and carried down there. But we'll see if we can find any remnants of the cuts we made with the saw and that Mac did with his hatchet as well. And we're just walking along the creek down there. You can see, hold on, I'll move back here. You can see the sun setting right there behind the trees. Look at it glow. It's reaching golden hours, they call it. See the sun glowing those trees up there as well, the pine trees. Not that big of a puddle. I thought it was bigger from back there. Here we are. There's one of the cuts we did. There's two other ones right there. Then we cut this down, and right there as well. And this is our firewood. And we just carried it all the way down here as we're approaching. And there's going to be a good view of the creek once I get down here, because it's right on the edge of it's right on the bank of the creek. This is where we always camp. Just a classic location. Wearing the cowboy boots. Here's another good view of the creek. Hey, someone's been busy down here. Look at all this. Hope this is here next time. That's definitely going to be our firewood. Just look at this. So much easy wood to burn, and also to sit on as well. These are definitely sitting logs, but someone's been busy down here cutting this. Let's see. I guess that tree fell, and then they just cut it all up or something. I don't know. Or maybe it was like a beaver dam that they destroyed or something. But that definitely looks man-made. That's not beavers. But I guess that tree fell, and they just felt it was right to cut it up or something, because it was like blocking. I bet it fell in between the creek and the water was getting up. Like it was a natural dam that formed from this fallen tree, and they just had to cut it up so the water could keep flowing or something. I don't know, but good wood right there, good firewood and sitting wood as well. And man, this is the most filled up it's ever been. It's not even, look at this. This is crazy. I've never seen it this high down here. Because we would, look at this, you can't even, this is one patch right here, which is where our tent would be, but look down here. This whole, we can't even cross right here without walking in the water. This has become a piss lagoon. Is that a frog? I just saw a frog jump into the water right there. Let's see, can you see it down there? I don't know, I think he swam away. Yeah, a little piss lagoon is formed right here. Oh, Mac did this as well with the saw or his hatchet, I think, pretty sure. And I know there's another cut up here that I always look at because it's raised up. Because it used to be down here, but then it was like down here, but we cut it. So then it raised up naturally. You can see it right there. That was a cut we did with the saw. But look at this, this is a new thing right here. A whole lagoon is formed, a whole piss lagoon. Because usually all of this is cleared up right here. So we put the tent right here, the fire pits. You can see the hole right here somewhere. Well, I think it's filled in now, but usually the fire goes like right here, tent's right there, and then we have this whole area and down there as well. But you can see that there's no way to cross without getting in the water. Just a whole piss lagoon is formed up. It's crazy. I've never seen it this high. But there's the creek down there, Piss Creek. And you should see how how high it is and how filled up it is. Just totally. You could get a kayak down there. You can see the current in the water as well. You can definitely just paddle along the whole thing without worrying about it. Just a total, it's like a river almost now, not much of a creek. But yeah, you should see just how much is filled up. And it's just the area where we always camp right here. And can I even cross? Yeah, there's not even a way to cross across here. So usually it's just walk down here and then cross over, but it's just totally filled up. Like I said, it's Piss Lagoon now. It's a whole Piss Lagoon off the main creek. Let's see, how am I gonna cross over here? There's not even a way I can cross. Well, I think I see another cut we did with the saw right there. You can see it right there, it was a whole branch. Then I always recognize that one down there. And then like I was showing y'all earlier, the one that's the coolest are those right there that have raised up now. Like we did one right there, and then this one's the most crazy one because it's raised up so high now, that little cut we did. Because it used to be dangling down there, but then we cut it off and nature just did its wonders and raised it back up high. So yeah, this is it. Here we are at the old campsite, and you can see that a whole lagoon is formed down there. So let me see if I can find a way to cross. I don't think there is a way. Maybe if I had more time, I could get those logs we saw down there, those wooden logs, and just bring them over here and build a bridge. If it's still this high when next time we do a camping trip, that sounds like a thing to do. We should build a bridge over this Piss Lagoon. But yeah, it's crazy how high the creek is now. But let's see, how am I gonna cross over? If I were to somehow cross over, I'd have to go down there and walk across. I think I'm gonna try. Let's see. It is deer season, and across there is private property. And I don't want to cross over because I'm only wearing just this blue shirt and this brown vest, but I don't want to cross over when I'm not wearing bright colors. You can see the no trespassing sign. It fell off the tree right there. It says private property. So I don't want to cross over during deer season over there. But over here, we're fine. And there is a bridge down that way to cross over the creek that somebody built up, which is really cool. But right now, we're just gonna try to figure out how to cross over here if we can. We're gonna try to go over here and cross over. I doubt it, but we can try. Actually, I'm just gonna carry one of these logs I saw down here and put it in the water just to see how deep that water is. Because it's like a full-on lagoon down there now. It's so crazy. Man, I wish I had a kayak. You could straight up just kayak across there. Or Tucker, if you're watching this, kayak as you say. Dude, I do not know why you say that. Nobody says that. Not a person on the planet pronounces it kayak. It's kayak, bro. Let's see. Here's a better view of across the way. And here's these logs. So I'm just gonna grab one and carry it over there so we can see how deep it is. Let's see. Here's a smaller one. Let's see, is there a smaller one around here? I don't feel like I can't carry one of these one-handed. Let's see, here's one. Yeah, let's just carry this down here. It has a little handle on it. That's very convenient. Or not a handle, a branch, I mean. Just gonna walk down here so we can see how deep it is by throwing it in there. Feels like a Minecraft perspective, holding it out like this. We're just gonna throw it into this big old lagoon that's formed. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that really does put in perspective how deep it is. You see it floating away, but you can just see all the ripples in the water from how deep it is. And there it goes across. It's crazy. Anyways, we're gonna try to cross over down over here. I doubt it, but I can try. You can still hear that beagle dog barking. He's always barking. Let's see, can I cross over here without getting in the water? No, I don't think that I can. Well, we're about to do some hardcore parkour. Here we go. Get ready. I gotta get a running start here. I swear if I fall into water, this is not a good idea. Here we go. Epic, we made it. I was over exaggerating that jump, but I didn't want to slip on that moss right there. We made it to the other side. It's like a full-on lagoon, Piss Lagoon. It's crazy. I like the reflection of the pine trees in there. See the sun as well, glowing right there. Just gonna continue on this way. I remember back in 2021 and the camping trip, do a little camping in April, me and Tucker found a golf ball right there and I hit it across the creek. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. No. We've actually might reach another blockage right here. Let's see, is there a way to cross over here? Yeah, there is. I know. This one's new as well. This puddle was not here last time. Once we get down here, I'm gonna cross back over and get to the road. No. Down. No. Let's see. Yeah, that's where you cross over to the road right there. I'll give you one last view of the creek. I'm gonna see if you can see the bridge I was talking about from down here. Oh man, this is all blocked up right here. This is kind of like a dam. Look at this. That is not good at all. You can see the creek's just flowing more than ever right now. Let's see, can you see the bridge from here? This is probably a bad idea. I'll walk on here. Is that gonna sink? Yeah, that's gonna sink. Let me walk down this way more. You might be able to see the bridge. My dad's friend with a guy that owns the land across the way. And that guy built a bridge over the creek when it was shallow earlier this year. And it's actually really cool how he built a full-on bridge over this creek, because that gives you a way to cross over. And there's a bunch of trails he cleared out over there. I would show you it, but I don't have a vest on right now, and it is deer season, like I said. So, can you see it? Yeah, do you see that down there? That little, here, it's my finger. Right there, you see that little right there. It's kind of hard to see. There's a bridge down there. That little, just light white speck right there. You see it? Crossing over? It's kind of hard to see. But you'll just have to trust my word for it. Anyways, right now we're gonna cross back over to the road and then march back over to my house. I just wanted to come down here after it's been raining so much and that storm passed through just to see how high the creek was, and I was right. And I'll be quiet for a second. You can hear the train of Fitzgerald in the distance. Well, we'll stop the horn now, but, oh, there you go. That's the train in downtown Fitzgerald making its way through. Which I live right outside of downtown Fitzgerald. It's like It's a few miles down the road. Well, not even a few miles. It's about, I'd say 2 miles down the road. 2 to 3 miles down the road is downtown Fitzgerald where the train is. Let's see. Making our way back over to the main road now. Man, that horn's really blowing on that train. Can't remember what it is, but I know that the conductors of trains, they have like different horn patterns, you know. I remember reading this story once about how, you know, there was this girl and her dad was working on the railroad and how he was always working on the train, and she would know when her dad passed by because of the sound he would do on the horn, like a certain rhythm. It was like dun, dun, dun. Kind of like Morse code, but for trains, if you know what I mean. And here we are. We made it back over to the road. And my house is down this way, around the corner, and then down that way. I wonder what's gonna happen when they sell this land right here. Somebody gonna cut down all the trees and where we camp? I wonder. I don't know, I hope that doesn't happen. So we made a lot of memories down there, walking around, camping, you know. I hope they don't sell that land. Like all these trees, wouldn't it suck so much if they cut them all down and build a house down there where we camped in that little area? Hopefully not. So yeah, we're just making our way back down the road, and it curves around into my house at the old Cardinal Court. Well, hopefully you like that little documentation I took down there. I knew y'all would like to see what it looks like now, and I wanted to see what it looks like now as well. So just making our way down here.